The Tingyu Dam Fishway, first and foremost, will allow important fish species, including the American shad, the blueback herring, alewife, and American eel, to access and spawn in about 30 miles of reconnected habitat from Long Island Sound to Thomaston. That's an impressive amount of fishway and fish access that is being made possible by the fishway here today. The bypass channel style and its natural design is really the first of the kind in the Northeast, and I think a model for future projects. Truly exciting to see the beauty of a fishway incorporated into a town park as well.
This is going to be a fantastic project for the town of Seymour. This park not only is going to bring beauty and great environmental stuff, I guess for lack of a better term, to this town, but it's going to be a tremendous draw to our downtown. It's going to have a tremendous impact on the economic development of this town. People are going to come to spend 10, 15, 20 minutes to view this beautiful park. Hopefully, while they're here, they're going to use town services, whether it be hit gas, have lunch, or simply just show off the great community that we have. I'll leave with one last thing. When you're doing your tour, if you're walking around, if everybody looks to see the gentleman in the orange over by the underpass, this just happens by crazy luck. That is where we're going to put the first phase of the Greenway Trail for the town of Seymour. We plan to break ground on that next spring. It will actually encompass the river. If all goes well, and if the commissioner is willing to give us a few $1 million, we'd like to build a special bridge. So we'd like to build a special bridge from Broad Street Park right over into this park, which would be, a great architectural thing. And I'll leave a little plug to the congresswoman, the senator as well, just in case they like it. Yeah.
Keep in mind, Commissioner, he asked you first for the funding, but you have our commitment to do what we can to continue the effort for the kinds of development that you're looking for. I think you know that, Kurt. As we celebrate naming this important fish bypass channel around the Tingyu Dam and local park after State Senator Paul Sr. Born in Shelton, raised here in Seymour, the Senator was committed to enriching this community, whether as the first selectman, state representative, and later state senator. He demonstrated a remarkable commitment to public service.
There's an old saying that defeat is an orphan, but victory has 1,000 fathers. And this is plainly a victory, not just for Seymour, but for the entire state of Connecticut and indeed the nation, because this site and park will be a national treasure.
They remember the flood of '55. They remember all of the fires and the mill closings, and they certainly remember when the Naugatuck River was one of the foulest rivers in the United States. Nothing could live in it. Did any of you think you'd live to see the day when there'd be trout swimming in the river and runs of wild shad would be passing through Waterbury? The department has been working to restore the Naugatuck River in many ways, but the current focus on fish restoration and habitat began in the 1980s when we removed those 7 dams upstream from here. Soon after all that work, there is only one barrier dam left, this one, and it had to go. We couldn't remove the dam because of this minor technicality of Route 8 behind us, and the historic nature of the dam. So we had to design a fishway, and it had to be special.
Thank you, Judge Flynn. Well said. Judge Flynn and my grandfather go way back, and I always enjoy listening to Judge Joe Flynn discuss my grandfather because he provides me an insight into who my grandfather was as an adult man that I didn't have as a young grandchild, if you follow what I'm saying. He was my grandpa, so we would do those sorts of things. But now that I'm getting up on 50, the character of the man is even more inspiring to me.
This is indeed a great honor to honor my father, Paul Pollock Sr. Special thanks have been mentioned to many. Ditto. To be very honest with you, First Selectman Miller deserves a lot of credit. But Karen Stanek is the one, believe me, the one that really got this rolling in my father's name. from my father and from our family. She deserves a real This is an extraordinary park. And we think not only does it bring a great future to the town of Seymour, but for the region and the state. And as Congresswoman said, and Senator, nationally, this is a great statement for what the environment should be. It's an honor to be here as will always Paul Pollack Jr.